Hi, I'm Max. I'm an engineer and inventor, and a few months ago, I accidentally invented a dimensional portal machine. I've got it here in my basement. I've traveled to a few other dimensions, and I'm dialing in the settings. I'm really trying to figure out how I determine which dimension I get sent to. I'm going to go through again today. It's been a week. I've got the settings dialed in the same. I keep taking measurements and refining it and to make sure that I've got the settings exactly the same as the time before. I've found a few little things here and there that maybe possibly were different, but I'm trying to control for every variable possible. And this week, I'm pretty sure that I've got it dialed in. So we'll see if I go the same place I did last week. And here we go. All right. Great, looks like the machine is stable. Whoa, okay. I am definitely not in the same place I was any of the previous times. My previous jumps, I've landed in a room that looks basically the same as my basement in my dimension. It looks like I'm in the laundry room of some kind of apartment building. All that I can see right now is just washers and dryers. I'm gonna head out into the hallway here. Okay, we've got an elevator. That's it. So I guess I'm going up.
Going up?
Max!
Wilson, hey, how's it going?
You are dead. You've been dead for like 3 years. What do you?
Right. So, okay. Hi. I'm not dead. Well, okay.
How?
Here, hang on. Just come to the laundry room real quick.
Okay.
So, see that glowing portal thing on the wall? Yeah. So, I just came through that. I'm from another dimension.
Okay.
So, I'm not the same Max that you know. I'm from a different Earth.
Okay.
I invented a machine that opens up a portal to other dimensions, and here I am in your dimension. And I guess you live in an apartment building here.
Yeah.
Do you have a little bit of time? Can we sit down and talk for a little bit so I can maybe learn a little bit about this world?
Yeah, it'd probably be good if I sat down for a little bit.
Yeah. Can you take me up to your apartment?
Yep. Let's let's go up. Yep.
Going up?
42 floors.
Yeah.
In my world, you and I are roommates in a single-family home. Are we on Queen Anne right now?
Yeah.
It's a relatively modest single-family home that sits here.
Oh, wow.
Not a 42-story apartment building. In fact, I don't think there are any buildings anywhere near that tall anywhere in this part of town.
Really?
In my world. It's pretty much single-family homes and a few apartment buildings that are maybe like 6 or 7 stories tall at the most.
Wow, that's like the opposite, because we don't have any single-family homes around. I don't think within a couple miles of here.
Wow. How big is Seattle here?
It's like 7 million, I think.
7 million people.
Yeah.
It's like a tenth that size.
Really?
In my world.
Wow.
That is, wow. I really wonder why, Oh, all right. Oh, so here we are. Is this your place?
This is our apartment.
All right.
It was our apartment again.
All right. Cool. Well, wow, that's funny. You have a lot of the same furniture that we have in our place. What? Hang on. Is that snow outside?
What? Snow? Oh, no.
It's almost summer. Why is there snow?
That's not snow.
Okay. It's not snow. What is it?
It's pidgerite.
It's what now?
Pidgerite?
You're going to have to explain that a little bit more for me.
Pigeon droppings?
Pigeon droppings?
Yeah.
How many pigeons do you have here?
Oh, I don't even know. Like in the billions, probably.
Billions?
Yeah. You don't have that?
No. We have, in downtown, typically, most downtowns have pigeons, but not billions.
Really?
I'm going to say probably not even millions.
Wow.
Are we talking about the same kind of bird? They're like kind of an iridescent feathers on their wings. They're kind of gray, little beady black eyes.
They got some orange on them.
Oh, not most of them are not orange.
This is the passenger pigeon, right?
What
You're talking about?
Okay. Hey, passenger pigeon.
Yeah.
That sounds... I'm pretty sure those went extinct in my world like well over 100 years ago.
Really? How did that happen?
Gosh, I really should study more history. I think that it was mostly hunting. Yeah,
Hunting?
I think they were hunted into extinction.
What the heck is over there hunting your pigeons? You got like pterodactyls in your dimension or something? Like what's taking out the pigeons?
Oh no, I mean human hunting. Yeah.
Human hunting?
Yeah.
You guys hunted the pigeons?
Well, that's what I seem to recall. Yeah, that's pigeons, bison. Oh well, I mean buffalo.
Right. You don't have that anymore?
I think there's still buffalo, but not nearly the size herds there used to be. And certainly, and no, the passenger pigeon, those went extinct. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's illegal. You can't kill pigeons.
There's no hunting here at all?
No, not at all.
Huh.
It's barbaric.
Well, I guess that would explain billions of pigeons.
I mean, it's a rough estimate, but yeah.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Where do they even go?
Well, they're seasonal. So, like, right now, it's the season of blot. And so they're here hanging out. But then I think eventually after end of July-ish, they'll head back up to Canada.
So why do you call it blot? Is it the pigeon droppings all over everything?
That a little bit, but mostly the fact the sun kind of disappears for a while if they fly overhead.
Oh, my. Yeah, I guess I do recall hearing about that. I've read about a little bit about the passenger pigeon. It's just this was all in the 1800s, I think.
Wow.
I don't think they've been around in well over 100 years. I thought I remembered the pigeons in my world were an East Coast. Maybe I think they were only on the East Coast, though, or the eastern half of the country.
Yeah, that's where they were predominantly till about, was it 10 years ago?
What happened 10 years ago?
So there was this boy, his name was Press Clay Southworth, ridiculous name, who apparently smuggled a bunch of these little guys in his suitcase when he was coming out here with his folks to visit, and he let them out. I could get rid of his, like, pets or something.
10 years ago?
Yeah.
And now you have billions of them?
Yeah.
Like here in the Seattle area?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're kind of like rabbits.
That only happened 10 years ago. So, but before that, they weren't on the West Coast at all?
Yeah, they're mostly over the Rockies, the east side of the Rockies.
Okay, so speaking of the East Coast, so if Seattle is, how many people? 7 million people, you said? Well, how big is New York City?
It's like 600,000, I think.
In my world, New York City is, I don't know, 8 million or something like that.
Really?
It's the metro area, easily in the tens of millions.
Huh.
What's the biggest city in the U.S. here?
L.A.
L.A.
Yeah.
And how many people live in L.A.?
This is 8.5, I think.
8.5 million, just in the city?
Yeah.
Whew. Wow. Do you know why are the cities on the West Coast so much bigger here?
Well, because they've had a longer blot than we've had. They've had to deal with it longer, so they just haven't, I think, grown as much. I mean, who wants to live...
Oh, on the East Coast?
Yeah. Who wants to live in a city like that that's got pigeons all over the place?
Wow. Okay.
Crops don't grow as well.
Okay, if Seattle is 7 million people today, like how long has it been? So in my world, Seattle was founded in like, I want to say sometime around the 1880s and, grew pretty slowly. And even now, like I said, it's maybe 700,000 people. So
Seattle here was founded in 1815.
1815?
Yeah.
And people were moving out west just to escape the pigeons?
Yeah. And the pigeon rate. Yeah.
I guess if you can't hunt them, you're just going to
flee,
try to outrun them.
Yeah, which worked for a long time until that Clay kid.
Only 10 years ago. How did you manage to keep the pigeons from spreading to the West Coast for so long? I mean, in my world anyway, there are so many invasive species, it's like impossible to keep them out.
Really? Well, we have the PSA.
The PSA?
Yeah.
Which is the
Pigeon Servicing Agency.
Pigeon Servicing Agency. Okay. What does a Pigeon Servicing Agency do?
They were an organization that used to do a good job at keeping the pigeons out of the West Coast area.
Like checkpoints and no kidding.
Yeah.
You know, actually, in my world, there's a place in Canada where they have something similar where they're actually keeping the rats out of just this one area. And it's the same kind of deal. They have checkpoints and regular sweeps of the border regions to keep the rats from moving into that region. You had a similar agency.
We did, yeah.
That apparently did a good job for quite a while.
Yeah, and then this stupid 8-year-old boy was able to stuff them in a suitcase.
In a suitcase. I guess they didn't expect anybody to intentionally bring them over.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because most people really enjoyed having the West Coast free of the pigeons because, we could see the sun and our crops grew really well and we didn't have to deal with pigeonite.
When the pigeons first started gaining a foothold on the West Coast 10 years ago, what was that like?
It was terrible. We tried nicely to tell them to go away and to go back to the East Coast, but they don't listen to us. And so, we're kind of stuck with them. There was a recession. I mean, the housing prices dropped. People were moving out of the area, trying to get away. It was horrible.
About 10 years ago, we had a pretty major recession as well, but it was...
Because of pigeons?
No, pigeons are really non-nuisance background in cities in my world. Long story short, housing bubble popped. Definitely not pigeons.
And it wasn't buffalo either.
No. Oh, so tell me about the buffalo. Are there just huge buffalo herds that roam the West here?
Yeah, you just look miles and miles and just fluffy buffalo. Yeah, it's great.
Do you just not eat meat at all then in this dimension? If there's no hunting,
we have cows and pigs. And...
You do farm animals.
Yeah.
And you're fine with killing animals that are raised for food.
Sure.
Just not hunting.
No hunting. That's terrible.
Interesting. So you said that a number of people actually moved out when the pigeons appeared in the West Coast. Where did they go? If the pigeons now covering the whole of the United States, or is there anywhere you can go to escape the passenger pigeon here?
You can go lower down, into Texas and Arizona area, and then down into South America. It gets a little too hot for them, I think, down there.
How is Mexico's economy here compared to the United States?
They're doing great.
No kidding.
They had kind of a boom when we went down.
So they've never had to contend with this as an issue.
No.
You said hunting is illegal. Is it illegal just in the United States? Or
no, everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah.
Literally there is no country
right
here that allows hunting.
Right.
Like I said, it looks like snow out there to me.
Right.
Do you just not go outside during the season of the blot?
You can go outside, and the kids love it because it's like you said, it's like snow. So you can do a perlite angel, and
the kids will literally play in it.
Yeah,
that is really disgusting.
You don't just go out there, in your skivvies, and play in the stuff. We have a floop.
A floop.
Yeah.
What's a floop?
Well, okay, so you guys have rubber gloves.
Sure.
Okay, so this is a rubber glove for your entire body.
A floop.
Floop.
All right. And
you don't have floops.
We definitely do not have floops. We have a wetsuit that people wear if they go diving.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
But it's something distinct from that.
You don't throw away a wetsuit, right?
No.
You throw away a floop.
So it's literally like a disposable glove for your body, just for the season of blot.
Yeah.
Do you only wear it if you're going to play in it, or is it just anytime you go outside, basically?
It's a good idea to have one on pretty much anytime you go out, because you don't know when they're going to come back, and you might be stuck in a pigeonite storm, and it's going to go down bad for you if you don't have floop on.
Wow. Oh, speaking of that, I guess it's the middle of the day, and it just got super dark outside.
Yep.
So that's not clouds.
No, that's not that.
Okay, I gotta check this out. Do these windows open at all?
They used to, but the poop, the droppings, has kind of sealed everything shut.
Okay. Wow, you said billions, and I don't think I quite had imagined what billions of pigeons would look like until now, but I literally, as far as I can see, in any direction out this window, it's just, the sky is dark with pigeons.
Yeah.
Every day this happens?
Just about, yeah.
There is nothing like this in my world.
Right. Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't it amazing and breathtaking?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like that, but creepy and terrifying.
It's an everyday reality here.
Yeah. Imagine if the Grand Canyon could poop.
I guess I don't have to imagine because I can see out the window that this is pretty much...
Yeah.
All right.
The nice thing is, though, the pigeonite, it's actually pretty versatile stuff. You can make some stuff out of it. So, it's kind of like sculpting.
You sculpt out of the pigeon crap.
Yeah. I mean, pidgerite, because you don't want to play with poop, right? So we call it pidgerite.
Okay.
But yeah, you can sculpt. It's kind of like Play-Doh. You have Play-Doh?
Sure.
Okay. Same idea. So you can do some sculptures. You can make like Christmas ornaments, for your family. You can do cookware. It's pretty neat. It helps with stomach aches.
At the end of the blot.
Yeah.
How do you clean it off?
You kind of don't. I mean, you can clean it off some things that you might need to, like windows. But for the most part, we just kind of let it settle in.
Does it not smell?
It does. You get used to it eventually after a few years.
And now I'm actually glad that this window does not open because I had not even thought about the smell earlier.
It's kind of a low tide / piles of dead bodies / spam smell.
Even in the state of sort of emergency when the pigeons came over to this side of the country, like nobody even considered trapping, killing, shooting, eliminating them in any way.
No. We were hoping the other birds would take care of it, but they didn't. They just flew away.
Even the hawks and the eagles.
Yeah. There's just too many. I don't blame them. I would have done it if I could.
Are you planning on staying around here? You're not going to move down south yourself?
I'm trying to stick it out, but yeah, it gets kind of dreary around here. And more jobs are being pushed down.
Down south?
Yeah.
So Mexico is literally stealing your jobs here?
Yeah.
But
they're not really stealing. I mean, they don't have the pigeons. It's a nice place down there. Sandy beaches without not having to wear a floop.
Yeah.
Not having to get out of your floop.
I guess that makes sense. All right. Well, as much as I would love to continue learning more about your floops and your pidgerites.
Do you want a floop? I've got a bag right here. Like, you want one?
Actually, I haven't managed to take back anything substantive as far as souvenirs from the other dimensions that I visited. I would love one of your floops. This is not used, right?
No. This is new.
Okay.
You're about a medium, I think, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, this looks great. I'm not sure that I'll ever wear it, but
it's very comforting to be wrapped up, and there's a little bit of like baby powder in it, so that you can get out of it easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you smell like a baby powder, so that's nice. They have other smells though.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Like
cinnamon.
You can get different scented floops.
Yeah. It's nice.
Sure. I guess anything to kind of offset the smell of the pidgerite.
Yes.
All right. Great. Well, thanks so much for this. I really wish I had thought to bring something from my world. I'm going to write that down and remember it for the next place I go. If you could bring me back down to the laundry room.
Do you want me to catch you a couple pigeons? You can take them back.
I'm going to go ahead and pass on that.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like the world may be a bit better off without the pigeons.
You're probably right.
Yeah. This floop is plenty of a souvenir.
Okay.
It's great to see you. You said Max on this world died in some kind of an accident?
Yeah, it's a scientific experiment, I think.
That's a real bummer.
Yeah.
Do you know what he was working on?
A toaster.
A toaster. My portal machine actually was originally going to be a quantum bagel toaster, so I guess a lot of versions of me seem to end up going that direction.
Yeah, I'd be careful, though.
I am taking the utmost caution.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's good. Keep that floop handy.
You know what? It could come in handy in another world.
Yeah.
Thanks. I guess, it looks like my portal's still active here. I'm going to go ahead and hop back through. Thanks again.
All right. See ya.
Bye. All right. Everything looks stable and looks like I'm back here in my basement. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the equipment. Great. Well, that was world number 4. Passenger pigeon world, I guess. Got my first souvenir here, this floop. And I'm going to write down a note to remember to pick something to bring with me to whatever world I go to next. I'm going to try to take some readings, dial things in a little more, add some more controls on here that can maybe try to do some kind of a control on where I go. and I'll give this another try in about a week.
Dispatches from the Multiverse is produced by Tim Ellis, starring Scott Trapp as Floopy Wilson and Tim Ellis as Max. Theme music by Alpha Geek. Logo by Abe Schmidt. Follow us on Twitter at DispatchesFM and visit us online at dispatches.fm.